Hello everyone and welcome back to more train building because, well, we gotta do some more intermission time. Agonia's not feeling well, so no monster hunting today. Hunting more of that profit still. So hopefully, it's gonna be another very chill experience. Yeah, right, we left off with major investments into the paper industry. I still wonder how you could maybe improve the output of early things like managed forests, etc. Because I feel it's a bit odd how they do their stuff. Okay, but we're making money now, so Vichy was supposed to be bulldozed for high-speed rail. I remember that. So where do we want to start our high-speed railway network then? So I mean, obviously it's Avalon, Toulon, and then Auch, Narbonne, Bergerac. Yeah, that sounds logical. But what if we make like a nice big cross here? That actually sounds good. I think I know how to tackle this one. Oh, local authorities refuse permission. How? Why did you go for wood? Ew. Okay, truth be told, maybe I should. But I don't know if that is even smart to do or what the fuck this glitch is. Oh, wow. Something is odd, but anyway. There we go. Okay. Don't allow permission. Look, I'm planting trees on the one way where there were still houses. get it, Vichy. You had to be bulldozed for this major railway intersection. Don't you fucking dare building your street now! Oh my god, the Vichy people are getting uppity! Can you believe that? They are still trying to build a town again. It is hilarious to see. Like, I'm sorry, I'm bulldozing your town. Also, don't you dare touch my railway track. The railway track is important because it bulldozed Vichy. You had it coming. Okay, what is going on today? They really want to build that road there. You know, considering they're trying this always on this one. What if I just go, take this one off, make it like this? Okay. Let's see how you build yourself out of this one, Vichy. I think I just deadlocked the AI. Because I found... Okay, Agonia, just because you know what I did. I found the one place where I always want to place like the first road for a town. And I just lifted it up. This is stupid. Anyway, now to build a wonderful railway over to Saint-Quentin. Don't worry, I'm just building high-speed rail directly through Saint-Quentin. Yep, I think I deadlocked Vichy. Hell yeah. Wow! Ooh! What Dutch trains? Shit. That crashed the game. No! No, don't tell me I need to... No! Don't tell me I need to bulldoze Vichy again. Ah! Why did I tingle and mingle with audio? Wow. Okay. Autosave. Save me, autosave. Wow! Yes, autosave saved me. Hell yeah. Okay, so I have this great, fantastic idea of turning Nîmes into like a major transportation hub. So that means it needs a new station, obviously. I still don't know where I'm going with this one, but Yeah. So, let's see where we land. Almost perfect. Almost. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Don't want neither that house anyway. Or that one. There we go. And we only need okay. Well, sacrifice for the greater good, Moyuri. Yes, exactly. Hello, Sophie. We are making a fast transition, Yuri. There we go. That should be doable. Okay. Is this like the smartest thing to do? Oh. Let's see how many can we fit in here. Technically 3. Technically. But how are you doing? So you go there, you go there, you go there, and then you go back. And then you, same. Much trains to improve the So, there we go. Perfect. Now we only need probably to expand San Quentin at some point. That's a different topic. Hey, yeah, do you finally accept food? Yes. Runner's on a great way. Go forth and deliver the Yui. So what is like the first print that is happening in Le Creuson? We gave them quality paper, so what is the first gay stuff they're printing, chat? They literally deadlocked the sheep. Oh, perfect! I'm saving this just to be extremely safe. I don't want to lose this. Perfect, just perfect. So. Yeah, and by the way, if you're wondering, I realized this is this dirt road, this piece of dirt road. The AI always wants to place there. It was actually where the train ran, so it was always pushed a bit to the side. But now that I lifted it up, it can't expand anymore. Like, dear brother. Okay, what is the classical Yuri drama, dear brother? I don't know that one. Oh. I need to read up on my history. Well, I have things to catch up on, I guess. Important gay history. Okay, so now we just need to... Question how I want to run this one best. So the thing is, what I'm currently pondering is, should I... You know what I wanted? Fuck it, I am in on the aesthetic of making a railway line go under another railway line, and this looks this is gonna look awesome. Yes, look at that. Yeah. Look at that. I mean, that's... Yeah, I mean, I kind of expected that. But, like, it's not gonna be a big problem for me, is what I'm saying. Double bridge, yes. It's very important that, from time to time, you weave a bridge under another bridge, and that very, very closely. Oh no! Did I just destroy a place of worship? Well, if it doesn't worship trains, it's not worthwhile. See, look, if you're wondering, okay, Nia, what the fuck are you building here? See, I'm employing two methods at once. So one, the European philosophy of having your train stations in the center of population hubs, because that is the shortest way to where people actually want to go. This is where train stations should be built. On the other hand, I'm also adopting the Chinese model of, fuck it, I'm just gonna slap it right here and you can do nothing about that. We're Christianity, but trains are built differently. I wanted to, yes.
Yes,
I know. I wanted to do that.
you do that now.
I want to build train stuff.
You want to clean up your plastic trash.
But the trains.
Trains won't run then.
I think they will run.
Not if I have anything to tell you about.
What are you going to do? You don't have the guts.
I'm literally sitting below the internet cable.
You don't have the guts. You can't even reach it from here, like, genuinely.
Actually, I can.
Girl, first of all, you know I will shortly stand up after doing this bit.
No.
But also, I know that you are too lazy to actually put the laptop and everything aside and, you know, get out of your comfortable position.
Hey, Elon and Robert.
Okay, you won.
Good.
My girlfriend has full control over my will. I need to clean up the horrors. Oh no! Ow, my back! I'm getting tortured. Bleeding up. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Pain and suffering, pain and suffering. What?
Let me be a bit stupid.
Okay, truth be told, I should have definitely cleaned up a while ago. Yet, I might be a little bit untidy sometimes when I don't feel that well. Yep. I might just be. So, back in a second. I'm back, chat. I escaped the tyranny. Don't applaud your tyranny. Trains on their legs, they cannot run. Oh, that's why Deutsche Bahn never runs on time. Oh!
They roll around when time comes.
Fuck you! Stupid. You. Better. I support tyranny when it is girls doing it. But what if those girls do tyranny against other girls?
Hot.
Stop enabling my chat and stop enabling Agonia. Yeah, it... Here you go. Look, I can be nice to towns. I cannot only destroy them. Well, I might still do it. Ah, now the view is better. Bergerac is a lovely town. I realized that when I was on holiday. Oh! I've never been there, so can't tell you anything. Good thing I didn't destroy it then. I don't know if I will ever need it, but you know what? Just might as well. It's gonna be an interesting train station. There we go. So the first long-distance railway is done. I think the only thing I need to change is increasing capacity and circuiter. Okay. Getting really good vibes here from the music. Perfect. All right, let's drive this one, shall we? Ooh, new trams. Wow! Hello, Rishi. You got demolished. High capacity, long distance trains engaged. Only problem, they're severely held back by the mail carriage. Damn mail, always making problems. That one will now slowly accumulate. Okay, Toulon, what the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, perfect. We have our first long-distance railway line, and we demolished Vichy, as I promised. I think this town will never repair. Perfect. I feel like Milan needs a little bit of support there. Yes. Yes. Big blow struck against the cosmetic industry as well as the marshal. Yes. I see they made an extra big skyscraper to consume all that wine and estrogen. Milan is definitely showing everyone how it's done. Nice, our headquarters is improving. All according to Keikaku. Okay. So what should be our next big project? See, that's why I made it like that. Always capacity for someone to for another train to park somewhere else. That's actually where the AI works relatively well in from my experience. Oh yeah, I want to look up one thing. So, okay, Dom, whatever you want to do. Huh. So no ski resource spawned here. Now the Doms are giving the cold shoulder. No! Horrible. Horrible. Hey, you know what? Let's set up some steel, shall we? As we know, girls need quality steel for very some use cases. So, time to provide that. That lesson shall be neglected no longer, indeed. I think a coal train line mainly underground is definitely a thing you can do in this game. Okay. That's not good. Oh, well, okay. Here you go. You know what? At this point, I'm like, as much as I like transportation games, I feel like you need... Look, here's the thing. Some industries are so close together, you should be able to just, you know, build a conveyor belt. Because this is ridiculous. the tiny thing go. It just loads everything up. Whoop. And then dress over again. This is just a conveyor belt at this point. Meanwhile, yeah, there is the coal being hauled. So we will connect that to our factory in just a minute. Because the estrogen main station definitely needs some... Oh, look! A few people want to live literally inside of the estrogen main station. Having that estrogen fumes. But we will be right back. I just, yeah. I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. So, steel is set up and it's working perfectly, actually. Time to actually get more shit going. But yeah, plan was actually to start a new station platform here, so sorry, cottage. You gotta move, I get. But I mean, I guess I have to put a tram over there. Since it is kind of long distance, I do think I should. You know what? I'm still a bit sad that there is no real how's it called? No real usage for narrow gauge rails in the railways in this game. Like, yeah, technically you can make the harshest turns, but that speed gets nuked. A thing that, you know, shouldn't be the case. It should be still pretty good, I'd say, but yeah. I mean, I like the idea of rack rails, but again, the biggest problem is their speed just gets nuked. Like, trains with a rack are not slow. They're pretty fast, actually. Like, not, you know, not super fast, obviously, but decently fast. Like, that's the thing, you know, look at this. It's like, oh, I can go super high up. Okay, problem, I need the rack, and B, it gets really slow. I mean, at least I can go around corners? But again, super slow. I can be super narrow, but once again, corners. I can't put them on streets, which would make it like actually really useful, which is, by the way, one of the main things narrow gauge is actually used for. That you can, you know, basically make what we have here with trams. It's just I like this game, but I'm definitely looking forward to Transport Fever. How's it looking, actually? How is it looking? I know every few months or so they throw something out about Transport Fever 3, but and then just, you know, vanish again. I remember, I mean, then I have to sometimes deal with very stupid things like, you know, oh, their publisher is Paradox Interactive now, which, and then people are like, oh, so the release is going to be bad and buggy, and just, I'm like, what? So this was still in July. Damn, July. Yeah, like, so the partnership was in May, July, let me guess. Oh, they're going to be at Gamescom. Maybe they're showing something for Gamescom then. That would be nice. Can I say just that it's extremely frustrating going onto Steam nowadays and just like seeing things where you think, yeah, they probably used Gen AI on that one, and it just really fucking sucks. Why are we doing this? For what are we doing this? You know what? Fuck it. Let's talk about something more fun. Oh, I don't know. Oh, nice! We're up again. Hooray! Time for a new main building. Why am I not doing it like, yes, let's do that? Hey, by the way, if you have anything you want to talk about, just shoot it in the chat. Oh yeah, by the way, if you are interested, the polls for the next project on Sunday are on Discord. So if you're like, ooh, I want to see this one first, you can vote now on my demise. Crucially though, as said, all of these projects will be played. I hope it's a very nice spread, because I know, for example, probably some of you will be like, ooh, hey, a city builder. And I think some of you will be like, ooh, platformer. And again, the other one is like, ooh, one of the best RPGs made in the last year, apparently, according to at least one person. So, you know. But as you know, all of these will be put up again in a sense that they will all be played. Just basically the order, so you know, you have no, oh, should I vote for this or this? You can vote for anything, it is just And by the way, I know some people were interested in Rain World. I said before, even though we might be having a small delay here, I just realized something. There we go. I want to put that on, well, Wednesday spots because it's one of those games that will probably take some time, so I do want to run it in together with whatever is on Sunday. I hope that will just work out. I mean, there will definitely be some other games coming in between. I know at least one will be an experience, I'd say. But it should all be working out fine. There we go. Let's collect all the steel that we can. I could technically spin one off and drive into Chateau so I could also get estrogen. Why not actually? Why actually not? See, and this is why building double track is actually very, very smart in this game. I'm not supposed to go there. Oh yeah, is this the correct way around? Oh my god, it's so hard to see. Yes, first seal delivered to Estrogen Factory. Perfect. But yeah, I want to say big enjoyer of the current trans Spider-Man meme. It's genuinely hilarious how much how people just keep being like, wait a second, if we change this, it would also affect this, and then people also find stuff in the comics that support all of it, and it's just hilarious. Just like, it fits so well. It's hilarious. Like, I mean, you know, you have the obvious stuff, you know, like MJ and Black Cat definitely being down for her. Major impact in the Spider-Verse, obviously. Okay, you know what? I don't think I can put something there. Who cares? I need, you know what? Yes, I take you, because I'm doing clever stuff here now, by the way. Watch me do what is called a pro-infrastructure move. Yeah, I mean, the fact that people found, like, even comic strips with Jonah Jameson being like, ugh, I'm totally down with, like, prosecuting a masked vigilante, but not a minority. I'm like, god damn it, it's so fitting. I swear, I know why the movies did what they did, but it's still funny that they never capitalized on the fact that he's actually just a really good person. See, now some people will live near the estrogen main station in the future. Now they can take the train and the estrogen to another town. It's like really smart, you know? I don't know how I will expand this one, but better safe than sorry. Oh yeah, we actually had like one of the dumbest, how should I put it in the best way? One of the dumbest situations in a long time with trams. Now let me just, before I get the town wrong, because it was a city with D, and surprisingly we have a bunch of them with trams. Oh, it was Dortmund. Yes. So basically, Dortmund, how should I put it in the best way? Just did a very stupid... Well, they did a stupid thing a while ago, but... But yeah, the thing is, if you want to, if you're wondering, Dortmund has basically one of those, you know, tram networks that also kind of works a bit like an underground. Yeah, so the thing that happened is they ordered new, you know, cars without AC, and the reasoning for that is it would save money, and this means they could actually order more trains, which is more important. And the thing is, everything they are arguing for is just dumb at this point. Because like you know what? I'm literally looking at shit here. And it's just so many news articles about like, hey, this public infrastructure doesn't want to have ACs. And I'm just sitting here and be like, you know what? Good. Roast their asses. Because like, I know where it was done. I know where it looked rational on the on paper. But the reality is just like, at some point, people are just like, wait a second, that's dangerous. Like, for example, because like we had literally some of the worst heat waves in a long time, like ever. Those were the worst heat waves in Europe, period. Europe is warming faster than everywhere else. And it's kind of insane that some people are still arguing with the idea of, well, it can just be toughed out. No. No, it can't. That's idiotic. Like, it is genuinely stupid. Because, like, so many people can't tough heat out. Like, especially, and I think that's the other thing that, which is, in my opinion, like, the most insane / like, aggravating part of it all for me. Because, like, I'm sitting here like, oh, you know, a radio station in Berlin is like, hey, most of this tram network doesn't have ACs on their trams. They're like, oh, the new subway cars in Berlin don't have AC. Now, I will rant a few things here. I get, at least for the new subway cars, the argument that, and this is, by the way, actually very real, there's not a lot of room. Like, you need to keep in mind, the Berlin subway system is old as fuck. It's just old, okay? Like, the reason why there are multiple times of like, one of the reasons why, you know, there are like 2 types of just subway cars is literally because one of them is just too small. Like, the tunnels in Hamburg are already relatively small, but they're not that small. So, like, for example, by the way, if you're wondering, all the, I think it was DS something called DS5, all the new cars, they are going to be climatized in Hamburg. So, like, you know, we're living in the future here. We're not gonna be sweating on the subway. And they're, like, actually, bringing out, like, you know, what, like, if you look at the U5 in, for example, Berlin, that thing is old. That thing is old and narrow. So, the whole, hey, can we even put, like, do we even have the space for putting them on the top, or do we want to use it for something else? That's actually a fair question. That is actually a relatively fair question. The thing is just, it doesn't change the fact that, I mean, while I will say most of it is underground, most of it, and most of those stations are climatized, so, you know, it's not gonna be brutally hell in them. You know, hello London, how's it going boiling your people into again, old networks always have problems like that. It's still bad. Again, like, especially with Dortmund, where I'm like, you're mostly running above ground, and you're still pulling out the insanely idiotic it costs electricity argument, then make very bad, like, really fucking bad countings on how much it would cost. It could be negated, and we will talk about that. And then also are like, oh, but we can't have more trams. Cool, more trams are useless if people boil in them. Like, I'm sorry. The hotter Europe gets, the more we need to actively look for, like, and I will just be clear here, easy solutions on how to get people cooled down. And if that means someone can, you know, sit in the train or in the bus for a few hours and just cool down there, because like the problem with heat waves, okay? The problem with heat waves and in general heat is not that it is, you know, hot for a bit. The problem is that it is hot constantly. Like, that is an absolutely incredibly important detail to just keep in mind. You can't actually sit down and be like, yeah, you know, it will just be a you know, one hot trip with the bus. The problem is, this is not a hot trip with the bus or a hot trip with the tram. It is, you're coming out of your apartment, which is hot because it is unable to cool down during the night because it doesn't get that low anymore. Again, it's not that we only had like, there were days where we had at least here temperatures up to 30 degrees Celsius. But then also, but even on those days where it actually just hit barely 30 here, we also had nights where it didn't go below 20 degrees Celsius. Do you know what that means? It stays warm. Meaning, you like the passive, like, that's a big thing. When people talk about, why does Europe not have ACs? And by the way, like, a lot of, especially right-wingers, are currently using that, and it's a very, very bad narrative to say, oh, it's because of, you know, environmentalists. That bullshit. It's complete bullshit. Considering, especially like in a lot of countries, environmentalists are now very much pushing for, we need ACs, especially in, you know, hospitals. Because, like, we can't ignore it. Meanwhile, right-wingers are like, nah, you know, for the last decade, they're like, let's just block everything that could have mitigated those temperatures, like, naturally, and then present yourself as the savior because, you know, you're pushing for you know, ACs as the solutions for, you know, the thing that no one can ignore. And it's despicable. Despicable is a good word. And I hate the fact that so many people are just buying this narrative. Like, I mean, let's just not go into the topic that, you know, especially Americans are basically doing Orientalism on Europe as of now. Like, I'm sorry, like, Hollywood has already sold a completely fantasized idea of what Europe is, and it maps so much onto that. And I've been doing that for a long time, and it says so much about America, but that's a different topic. Anyway, the thing I want to point out is, just fucking no, it's not environmentalists. We're not like some weird-ass idiot cult that was brainwashed into stupid things. That's, by the way, also you. Just noticing that. Anyway, the thing is, again, we, if you're wondering, oh, hey, but why does Europe have so little ACs? Actually, a very easy thing to answer. Again, on average, yes, we can talk about the fact that most European buildings were built with, you know, bricks, meaning the idea is, and especially in like continental Europe, again, we don't talk about Britain because, look, British houses just suck on average, okay? They do some things, but like, again, British houses, bad in the winter, bad in the summer. We do not talk about those. But, yes. Let's, for example, say, generally Europe, like, more northern France, Germany, etc. We have brick housing. Bricks generally absorb a bunch of heat, which is, you know, good. But then during the night, when it cooled down more, you know, we could just open the window and then let everything out. That worked. That works literally for most of the year still. We're doing it right now. It works perfectly fine. So the thing is, by the way, in the southern parts of Europe, there is AC adaptation. Like southern France, Italy, Spain, those are driving most of the AC adaptation in Europe because, well, they hit the hardest, and again, it's hot, so obviously they're buying ACs. Now, the thing here is, the big thing is, one of the biggest reasons why Europeans do not have AC installed is just the legal situation. Like, I'm not making this up. This is just like a weird fact. And I'm not saying this is down to environmentalists. This is just like average building code law and, well, renting. Because here's the thing. In America, especially after World War II, a lot of people bought homes. Also, a lot of people bought homes made out of wood. Now let's stop about talking about like what are good building materials, etc. for 1 second. The thing here is, wooden buildings are easy to modify, and most people owned their buildings, and electricity in the US was very, very cheap. Meaning, first of all, a lot of people, you know, first slammed ceiling ventilators, and then, you know, well, you can just install an AC because if you want to get something to the outside, you don't have to drill, you can just like zip, and then there's a hole in the wall and you can let an AC through and you're done. And that's, by the way, completely correct. Also, by the way, it's your home, and installing an AC actually raises the home price. Again, most Americans also make money off of the fact that, you know, when their mortgage goes up and, you know, feel like, hey, our home was climatized, that makes it more valuable on the market, etc., etc., etc. So, cheap electricity prices, etc., those increase the adoption rate of ACs a lot, especially in the hot parts. But then, you know, as that just becomes very normal, it also just flooded into the other parts. That's, by the way, another thing which is smaller, but you need to keep in mind, Europe isn't one country. So there's more a robust AC industry in the southern parts, like Spain, Italy, southern Italy, and France. But those people do not, those companies and people do not, act in the same state department as, for example, Germany. So we just don't have that much here. Again, so it's harder to install. But also, second, there is Europeans rent a lot. That was a thing. That was just a big thing here. And now when we talk about renting, basically, there was never an incentive for landlords to install ACs. Like, it's just an extra cost of things they, especially under German law, have to maintain, because everything an apartment comes with, they have to take care of. So, for example, if the apartment has a kitchen and has a has a washing machine or an AC, and something breaks, the landlord has to take care of that. Now, this is, by the way, why people just take their kitchens with them or try to sell them to the next person, because, you just rent the apartment, and a lot of landlords just do not want to, take care of the whole legal shit of, yep, I now have to replace a kitchen. Parasites, by the way. Anyway, the thing is, that's one of the reasons they just generally didn't want to, and then, the other legal part is, oh, hey, you're a tenant and you want to install an AC. That's a lot of bureaucracy, and you didn't want to go through that. And then, you just need to keep in mind that, on average, the hot days we had just a few years ago were 1 or 2 back-to-back per year. Bad, but, you know, it wasn't like a whole fucking week. This year is the wake-up call. We've been through 4 heat waves. Another one is coming. Like, I said this already yesterday. People are forgetting that depending on how it goes, part of Gamescom might be closed, so the Cologne, conference center is turned into an emergency hospital again. Just, like, think about that for 1 second. That might happen. Anyway, so, yeah, that's why why that didn't happen. We just didn't have an incentive, and, the few times of the year we're just able to tough it out. But now it's, you can't ignore it. You just can't fucking ignore it. You have to keep looking at what we're doing. And the thing is, we need more and more ACs in the public space. Like, for example, people won't take the tram or the subway if they're not climatized. And those are, like, crucial. Like, we genuinely need climatized options to get people out of the heat. And because, again, what I said, it is not the initials, it is not a spike, it is the constant heat. Yes, one day going up to 40 degrees, that is bad. But the days before that, being a whole week of 36 degrees, that is worse. That is horribly worse, because if the buildings cannot cool down, and that's the thing, by the way, European buildings, especially in Germany, are ironically very well isolated. So they actually can keep heat outside. The problem is just the moment heat is in, it's not getting out. So it's very hard to ignore. We just literally, our buildings would be perfect for AC, but no, because there's no real incentive to doing that. And I mean, this shit is being done at least, but it's still like one of those. It gets me very angry when I hear, environmentalists blocked ACs. I'm like, no, that's right-wing bullshit. Please stop that. Also, by the way, yes, energy was generally more expensive in Europe because, look, America just lived very much on a lot of cheap shit. Like, the fact that energy was cheap in America was to a degree also how the law is set up. And in Europe, one of the big things, like, that's a thing in Britain, that's a thing in Germany, that's a thing in basically every single country here. And it's stupid, and it's basically just making rich people richer, is that, I think it's called index-based pricing. The thing is, how is, like, how is energy, like, priced? So again, in America and stuff, it's usually the average. There are subsidies and stuff. That's, by the way, why France has so cheap electricity. It's subsidized. Like, that's literally the one reason France stands out. Their energy grid is so heavily subsidized. Like, if they ever stopped subsidizing it, and people were, like, generally saying they maybe should because it's drawing millions each year, like billions each year out of this, out of the area that the States doesn't really have. Yeah, Paris would burn again, and I mean literally. But here's the thing: Germany, Britain, etc., every other country, it's basically like this. Every single company like that sells electricity basically buys in electricity from providers from the cheapest to the highest. So first, you buy all the renewables, then you buy, you go up, etc., like renewables like hydro, solar, wind, then also coal, nuclear, etc., and then then they buy gas. Here's the thing. Gas is super expensive. It just is. Like, you have to import it. It's it's coming either from Russia or from Arabia. It costs a lot to transport. There's nothing local. It's hard to store. It has not the best energy transfer. Gas is just expensive. But it's the thing that nails down the price, because that's why you're getting ripped off. If you live in Britain, if you live anywhere in Europe, that's why you're getting ripped off. Because the moment one of your providers is buying gas, they can pin the price not on the average cost of all the electricity they buy in. They can pin it, and they will pin it, on the highest production cost that is there. And this is why they always want some gas turbines around. If you ever wondered why they're down for, maybe phasing out coal and shit, but why do they not want to get rid of gas? The simple reason is gas is fucking expensive, and even if they just produce a little bit with it, the whole price is nailed to it. The whole fucking price. It's bullshit. It's complete and asinine bullshit. But that's how Europe runs. So yeah, guess why we never installed ceiling fans that much, even though these are even more efficient in terms of electricity usage than ACs. Again, heat pumps and ACs are incredibly efficient, and the more we isolate our buildings, especially continental Europe, the more efficient they get. I'm sorry, the average TV nowadays consumes more power than an AC. And I mean a good one. There are bad ACs, and when people are like, oh, but an AC can blow out more heat into the city. Yes, if the city is badly designed and using cheaply made ACs, that can happen, yes. But no, in general, that's not a problem. But we have to deal with bullshit. Because I guess we need to educate people more on how AC usage happens and why it's actually kind of important that we need more ACs around. But yeah, I think the big fact that there are genuine people nowadays that think oh yeah, we can just run public transport without ACs in the year 2026, and are not genuinely going, sorry, we fucked up, we will retrofit them. That's bad, because again, the bus and the subway and the tram are not just one hot trip you need to tough out. It's the whole day, and there's no area where you can cool down. Because that's the thing. Humans overheat. If it does get below 20 degrees at night, that means the buildings, the apartments will not go below 20 degrees. Meaning your bodies cannot cool that well. Meaning you sleep badly. And getting, body temperatures down, even just for some time of the day, is absolutely crucial. So, yeah. You can survive any hot day better if you just have 1 or 2 hours or just some time where your body can just cool down. During the last heat wave, I actually took one trip via the subway, and you know what? I came back feeling better. Like, think about that for 1 second. Taking a trip with the subway and you felt better afterwards. Just because that thing was cooled. So my body was able to like get rid of a lot of just heat, cool down, acclimate again, and then, you know, was ready again to just, you know, absorb heat again. It is absolutely irresponsible that we just don't do that. And yeah, I'm sorry to say this. Yes, the U5 might have to deal with more problems because it's a very narrow and small tunnel. But you know what? They could have planned around that. They could have made a design that works in those tunnels. It is negligent. It's pure negligence that people don't... Like, they just don't build public transport around the fact that the summers will be hot. The summers will just be hot from now on. And it's like not a problem of the person riding the bus that they stay cool. It's actually a problem of, you know, the service provider. That was a lot again. Oh no, they're building my headquarters down again. No. I should build something else soon. But I don't know what. Wow! Nice. Yeah, some distances are just perfect to bridge with a tram. We are right, going very slowly over that wooden bridge. You know that there are still like there are still wooden railway bridges in usage, like in public infrastructure actually? Well, one. Which is actually kind of interesting. Okay, now this should definitely... There we go. I love this super zoom. Look at how the pixels align to create the illusion of 3D. It's kind of amazing. Okay, so here we definitely should expand who gets estrogen, but well, we have not yet brought the Yuri over. Get the Yuri delivered? That's a good question. Should I get it to Charlotte? Well, it took a while. They really flattened this mountain. Okay, you know what? Actually, yeah, Charlotte should get it. Question though, should we build it with normal railways, or you know what, normal, then I can upgrade it with the spicy mod. 45. Okay. Okay. So that means I should actually go down. Hmm. Perfect. I can just wait. That it goes up a little bit. Oh no, not the flour mill. But it didn't produce even. Only nothing relevant. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now that we have you, take a new one here. Wow. Oh, we have the good shit coming. We can upgrade a few things. Livestock, Kohle, Iron Ore, auf der Güterwagen. Ja. Gut, yes. Gut, yes. Where's the goods? Where's the goods? Oh, not the goods cars on. Yes. Finally, we have the DDB KKLM 310 Flachwagen. Perfect. Finally, Charlotte Dog is getting the Yuri delivery. There will be goods soon. With that, I think we have a good expansion to the network. And Vichy is... We should check in on Vichy and how they're doing. Having, you know, obliterated the whole fucking town. They had it coming. Are there goods there? Ah, there we go. Look at that. Sprite changed. I genuinely like the fact that, you know, this is one of the that you can see actually that there are goods loaded on this truck. Those are like, again, just pallets full of dear brother, as Sophie suggested. So we're delivering the good stuff. Yes, perfect. Okay, alright, Vichy, how are you doing? It just fucked. So, I guess you have 3 houses and 2 roads, and everything else is a train intersection. You know what, at some point, I mean, if it wasn't in the corner, it actually make it like an actual crossing complete. Just then you let it then maybe let it spread a little bit, just for shits and giggles. Just to see like how does a town fare when there's just a gigantic fucking railway intersection in the center of it. Perfect. It's so perfect. I even, walled most of it off. Because it's mine. Well, ours. Like putting up a giant fence around town, because it's a warning to everyone who's like, ooh, maybe I want to travel to Vichy. First of all, no. Second of all, no. Don't cross this border. You will have to deal with the fact that you're in Vichy. I'm doing the citizens of this region like a big favor with this. Just walling off a town that had it coming. Only crucial train lines are going through it now. Aw, cottage in the way. Look, they're getting uppity with their rights. But I wish I had something in mods that allowed me to put down, like, stop signs. It's being like, no, you're not allowed to enter here. It's bad. Evil people live in Vichy. But yeah, Saint Quentin has grown a lot. Perfect, perfect. Maybe when we get back to Bayonne, we'll be connected too. And this is where it all started. Hey, they're still building. Okay, good, yes. Anything relevant come into being? No. Well, that's that then. Well, there that switches around again all the time. But I hope you had some good fun. See you all around tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. It depends definitely on Agonia's situation. Either, maybe we hunt monsters, maybe there will be more trades. But anyway, see you all then. Good night!